What it do, y'all? It's Achilles or whatnot. We're back. And, whatever first, okay. Wait till my guys get what you call it out the thing. You know what I'm still thinking about Halloween? Halloween, in my opinion, I'm not necessarily a huge fan of it. Like, Halloween is one time I think that, like, I don't know, for lack of better words, it is what it is. People get drunk or people, DWIs tend to go up, but the same could be said about the holidays or anything, really. That's what it is. Oh my God. I was going this terrible film that I watched someone, I think it was, who was it? It was someone explaining this terrible film by Zac Efron called Gold. It's where this guy had basically been trying to basically dig out like this golden nugget. It was a golden nugget there, but he spent all his time, money, energy, efforts, and resources trying to dig out this thing. He basically got about water. He spent everything, his last dime, and did not have, in a sense, he lost focus on what he needed to be taken care of. He did get a little bit of it, but he basically almost got eaten up by like doggone coyotes and stuff like that. He was just going mad because he didn't have water. He wasn't sleeping. He had to stay up to fend off animals or whatnot. And he had been heat stroke, everything. That film was bad. It's like, I think like an hour and a half long. I'm glad I watched YouTube channels to skim that junk out my short attention span from ADD. Because there's just no way I'm about to sit through them. Nowadays with movies, I try not to watch too many of them. Like, if you can get what you need done within an hour and 45, hour 30, especially if the movie's all the way throughout bad, I just won't watch it. Can't do it. Your skin is terrible. Underlying sorrow. Jack Assassin. Illy Bone. Big Mouth. Brainiac. Mommy Bundle. I'll wait till my guys, be done, not going game chat, so.
The more you fuck around, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to...
This is true. These people are. Let's see, they really gonna take down that. That's weird. Oh my God, they're really trying to end affirmative action. That's crazy. These people, like, if we gonna be completely honest, like, that's weird. You're taking away abortion, or what you call it. To me, do I agree with abortion? To me, a man cannot legislate a woman's body. But both people have to be checked too, in traditional sense. But I'm definitely for women, in a sense, having access to an abortion. It's just not in a man's place or anything like that to be making a decision. And again, me and my sister were having a talk about just certain stuff the other night, and I just said, like, if a person can't own up to, I said, a lot of stuff to me is 50-50. I will always see a 50-50 type of person in terms of a woman and a man can both be a bum. Like, everybody is not responsible enough to be a parent. Like, that's just, in a sense, like, if you, let's just say, like, for instance, if a person is like, you know, if a man has a child, he's like my age, and then by the time his daughter gets grown, it's like 42, right? He gets a car for his only child that's a daughter. I'm not having my child drive 6 hours in the desert. That's just not gonna happen. I'll pay somebody $400 for certain stuff, make it a surprise. Because to me, that's just logical. That makes the most sense. But doing that, like having a daughter, that's your only child, man. You can't do that. Especially in the desert, something go wrong, radiator could overheat. It was a new car, but there's just certain stuff that I think about. A woman's not equipped to deal with certain stuff, and you think about men and cars break down. You don't have cell phone service and whatnot. I think about all types of stuff like that, so I just be like, this is not necessarily responsible. Not responsible at all. You know the one thing I'm thinking about too? In a sense, I told my sister or whatnot, I don't, like these jobs and stuff, I'm not necessarily content with. And one thing I will say, like, you know, I don't know, I didn't get like hit by a car, thankfully, or whatnot, but the stuff that I did get hit. Like the carts, because I get carts, someone's been a dumbass. And I don't like this place, or a place where I work at, because there's ghetto ass shit going on in this place. Like, I just don't have time for it. I don't. And you know, the crazy thing is, it's like people can be tone deaf, you know what I'm saying, to various things, and I'm very observant of the type of shit that's going on. You know, at the end of the day, I feel like sometimes I'm just gonna start gracing people with the absence of me. I'm just gonna start gracing people with the absence of me. Like, for instance, like a job or something like that. You're dumping your bullshit, your responsibilities. I don't owe anybody anything. I don't. Like, jobs and certain stuff, they're terrible. Like, a lot of these jobs that people talking about, the economy is good. The economy is not good at all. Let's just start there. Like, you think that these people are adding jobs, like the president, the governors, and certain stuff. We added 300,000 jobs, but most of these jobs are fucking ass. If you cannot go and piss, you have to work 10 hours and you can't go and piss. That's some type of labor law violation. And a lot of these jobs and companies will not allow people to, like, unionize, because, you know, if they have unionized, that basically admits wrongdoing or whatnot. And then the more a union like collective bargaining and certain stuff like that, the more they have to pay out. And then most of the time, if there's some type of thing, people have to pay fines, companies. So I don't necessarily think that that's good at all. And me, I like using my mind more than I like doing physical labor. That's just not my thing. In a professional environment, like, to me, if I have my own stuff, which I eventually will, but like, I don't do appointment only, so it's more tailored to a person's needs, and then like, and I'll give them a fair price. A fair price on like certain stuff. Because the thing I think about just by appointment only is a little bit more personalized, a little bit more authentic, or whatnot. You can kind of control or gauge, you know, what someone needs. Let's say someone wants to get, like, I don't know, like, to me, someone said, like, there's a lot of watch brands and certain stuff that are okay, but I don't think they're necessarily good. Like for instance, Rolex. Rolex is okay. I don't really like Rolex. Nothing wrong with it. I like Datejust. I like Sky Dwellers. I don't really care for the GMT Master 2s, the Pepsis, uh, Batman, Batgirl, all these type of stuff. It is what it is. We'll go in game chat.
What Johnson is that? They made it again. I ain't even check my shit. Alright, bro. Let's go. Oh, that's Doug Johnson. I knew it was him. Oh, that's how you see how we going to the lobby. You got foul on that. Please tell me this nigga Bradley Bill had. This nigga had 17 assists. Sheesh. Thank you, Bradley Bill. Shit. Nigga just got 20 points. Okay, Clarkson. I need him to get 5 more rebounds. Let's go, right? I'm glad I took that assist though, so 76 minutes. You know, take a long ass time. Let me see what I got on this ticket. Oh, everything hit. I need Greek to get more rebounds. I cannot keep putting plus. I gotta see what I told him, because I don't know. I know I got. This nigga know we get. I never said he got.
I couldn't wait. So I'll just go. I don't want to be waiting that long. I ain't got nothing against them. But yeah. One thing I'll say about business and just certain stuff in general, I don't know, man. Like business, and I think my main concern with like business and sense of safety, like there's just no way in hell, in a sense, that I will continue to keep doing what I'm doing at this job, that I'm wasting time. If someone says that I don't feel like I'm wasting time, I feel like I'm wasting time. I don't like retail, not at least traditional retail, that is. I like it to be appointment only. I specialize in a thing, and it's more personalized. Like, I'm not trying to sell somebody some bullshit. That's number one. Like, to me, I could never have a job in a sense where I'm gauging, in a sense, what someone's budget is, in a sense, and I'm selling somebody some shit. Like, for instance, that's like someone going and trying to sell somebody on DirecTV. That's just not happening. I'll never. To me, a lot of companies and stuff, they're out of touch with reality too. Why their product and certain stuff isn't selling, and they know why it's not selling. Like, let's stop there. They know why it's not selling. Number one is a premium price. Most businesses and most companies, in a sense, they'll have an introductory rate for, let's say, a few months. But then what they don't tell you in the back end is that for you to cancel that contract or whatnot, you sign that. It's binding. Within those 2 years, the price will double. And then a lot of these companies, they'll bend over backwards in the first, like, beginning stages, like the first year and a half. But once you get to that 2 year mark, man, that's when you're not hip to the game. Customer service. Like, you just keep on going through all these different channels. The retention department will give you $20 off. Or something stupid like that. Wow, I just died. I didn't even see that guy, but it is what it is. A lot of people are saying, like, you shouldn't quit a job. To me, it's all relative. To me, the job market, like, if someone's working at a gas station or whatnot, to me, the gas station is the most unsafest job somebody can have for a variety of reasons. Number one is clientele. Depending on where you at. Me, I like a place where there's no, in a sense, no BS. Or the preferred place for me to get gas now is things like, professional, like a company, where companies go and go get their gas. If you have a company account, you can go get your thing. You get a little slight discount if you buy in bulk or whatnot. There's some type of tier membership, like you have to be a company, and it goes to a certain type of company. You go and get a few cents off, rather than going to the public thing like a gas station. You gotta deal with all these type of people or whatnot. I'm not really a big fan of that. The one thing I haven't done is like taking notes on certain stuff, like on YouTube videos I've been watching or whatnot. I'm gonna get back to doing that. Eventually I will be leaving my job, because after what happened to me or whatnot, I really didn't want to be there. I didn't want to go to work today, especially 4 hours, and I saw someone do some type of crazy shit like that again. And these dudes really be thinking this driving fast shit is cool. Like, it's really not. Like, you're driving in a fucking parking lot. Bitch, this is an Autobahn. Where the fuck is these dudes at? Like if someone had to ask me what I think about like a regular retail job, to me, the best job, in my honest opinion, is a job that don't seem like a job. And a job is not physical in a sense. Like someone said working at a factory is good, I would tell them no it's not. Anytime you're working at a factory or something like that, or a thing, it's pretty bad. Like number one, safety. If you are working and you pick up a large or 50-pound box and that shit falls and lands on your toes or some shit like that, you know, that's a quality of life thing. That's the thing that people don't think about. No amount of money, in a sense, and especially a bullshit ass job. You know, I don't blame people for quitting jobs. I was never necessarily a big fan of people talking about why they can't get people to work. Well, you know why. In a sense, nobody wants to work because it's a bullshit ass job. The pay is not. Pay is one thing. To me, I don't like jobs that you're capped. They want to try to pay you, basically pimping people. Want to cap you out at around $13 or $12 an hour. That's terrible. To me, I can work 10 hours. It's just something I can do, like a specific thing I can do. I don't mind working 10 hours. As long as I pay decent, I can make like, $4,000 a month. I'm good. I'm good. I guess that there was this thing on the news. Oh, not on the news, on the radio. Someone asked, like, if there was a millionaire, they could say you could write yourself a check for any amount of number. Like the other day, I told like what you call it. I would just put $150,000 because I know $150,000 can get me to $1 million, and I don't have to explain how you do that. Number one, I'm not stupid. Like I know the markets of certain stuff, how much you could make, in a sense, how much this stuff is an asset and whatnot. And at the end of the day, the most safest investment you can have is real estate. And then parcels of land. That's probably the most safest thing you can do. Two of the most safest things you can do. Real estate, parcel of land. You get a little lot for $20,000. Another lot for $20,000. You can build a big house. And you can build your house step piece by piece. A lot of other people in other countries, they do that. They don't necessarily have. They build out, specific time, specific project, or whatnot, and they go from there. Other than that, I don't know, man. Another thing, too, why I'm just like, in a sense, job, there's no growth at a job, like, personal growth, in a sense, like, it's nothing. But, shit, I might take it easy. Got a little bit stressed right now.